Hello everyone, specifically our young ones. Welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. So this video is going to hold a very important message. Hopefully you find its importance for all of you. So if you don't know anything about me, I usually sometimes dream and I receive messages through the spiritual realm from heaven through these dreams, and sometimes my son has them too. So a while ago I just made a video about my son's dream, and part of the part of my son's dream the other part of my son's dream is what I want to talk to you about in here. Okay, so if you haven't watched that video, it was just about him actually, and he was with a team of young people also. Okay, that's why this is a message for you. So he was with a team of young people, and then in the dream there were these two bad men who were trapping people, turning them into cubs and putting them in cages. Okay, so the part of the dream that I did not mention a while ago in there, you might want to check the video prior to this if you wish. The part of the dream that I did not mention in there was that he and his group were trying to defeat these evil men. Okay, now in a certain part of the dream, he said he actually, I don't know if he took one man by the collar or he was holding him here. And then he said, "You leave us alone and we're going to leave you alone." Okay? And I was so proud hearing how he was that brave in that dream. Okay, my son has been having dreams every now and then already, and I have been sort of guiding him in the spiritual path, although of course he has his own guidance, and whatever it is that I could teach him, I teach him. So whatever it is that I can share with him based on my experiences also, and based on the lessons that I've learned in my life. That's what I teach him as well. Okay, so I know that as young people, you are struggling with a lot of things. You might be struggling with your health, with disabilities, with the people around you, with sometimes family, peer pressure, friends, school, all of those stuff. Okay, now what I want to tell you from the point of view of an adult is that all of these things, they will pass. Okay, hopefully you're not going through things that are really abnormal and difficult, things that a lot of people are not going through. Okay, for that you might want to approach people in authority. Okay, but I'm not going to talk about that in here. So I'm just talking about anything that might happen in your lives that might cause you to think that it's the end of the world. As young people, you would think that it would be the end of the world every now and then, but what I am here to tell you is that it's not. You are stronger than you think, and things that happen in your lives, they will soon come to pass, and then you would be glad that you made it through. Okay, it's very disturbing that while I'm making this video, um just last week or recently, I heard of several young people who were in the news already because they tried to inflict pain on themselves, and they tried to give up on their lives, and they did things that were really hard on themselves, that they were they were all over the news. Okay, so I'm not going to mention anything else about her, but these young people seemingly were wanted to give up on life already. And it is so sad when you cannot hold on. It's so sad when you think that you are not, you can't go on anymore, just because, for example, you are heartbroken because someone whom you loved more than the world and more than the galaxy suddenly decided to love someone else, or left you, or where the people whom you are actually hoping to find security with suddenly turn your back on you, or a lot of things, or even when you're bullied, and all of these things that you might be going through, that young people are going through, stuff like that. All I can say is that, you just go hold on. I have been a victim of an attempted murder. It's in my very first video, and I survived, and I'm glad I survived. And I was also a single mom, and at that time, it was very difficult for me to, you know to face the judgment of society, and stuff like that. But my son turned out to be the best thing that ever happened in my life. So there. And I also wrote a book about, about all these struggles and that. And the important thing is, you just, well, for me, I just told the Lord all about it, and then I just carried through. Okay, now going back to the dream. Well, we seem to have gone off track, but I just wanted to I just wanted to ask indirectly how you were. Okay, so, or if you happen to have been going through all of these things, and things that no one knows about you. So there. But the thing is, the significance of that dream with my son, he's 13, by the way, trying to defeat the evil forces out there. Right now, we are surrounded with a lot of negativity around us. We are fearful of this, we're fearful of that. We think we're small, we think we're incapable. But recently, my son has been having all these dreams, and he has been used, especially recently, by the spiritual realm, and really empowered. So in that dream, he took his power and he tried to defeat all these negative things going around him. Now, the negative impact of all of these things with you might just be, negative self-talk. Like, you're not special, you're not important, you're too fat, you're this, you're that, you're what do you think? Are you crazy? Do you think that you could do that? You can't. Those are all negative influences in our minds, in our brains, negative self-talk. We might be telling ourselves that, and other people might be telling us that, but those are all illusions. Okay, try to take your power back, not by inflicting harm on anyone, but by realizing that all of these are false, that you are special, you were born special. And right now, I tell you, a lot of young people are being used, and these messages also come in through the dreams that my son is having. My son, yeah. A lot of young people are being used to, help lead humanity and help lift the world. So, for all you know, you might be one of them. Sometimes, if you're aware of how the storyline of Harry Potter is, those kids who are being put down, or those kids who've gone through very tragic things in their lives, they are the ones who are being trained to do important things. Because sometimes you're made to feel all of this garbage, or all of this trash, so that later on, when you get past them or you get through them, you would be able to help other people who are going through the same thing because you have a first-hand experience in, going through stuff like that. So there. So yeah, just like a lot of superheroes. At first, they didn't think they could do it, and then there were all these villains telling them they were not good enough. But then in the end, they were the ones who saved the world. So that is an overblown image of an overblown story of how your life could go, but it could go something like that. Okay, so don't give up. Just um, do it the best you can, and it would be really helpful if you have God on your side, okay? And whether or not you believe in Him, He loves you. That's all I know, okay? So there, this is just me, Alvie, saying find your strength, find your peace, and stay with God, whatever you conceive Him to be. He loves you so much, and take care. Take care, and advance happy Easter. Bye.